Hello and welcome to Farthest Frontier. Oh wow, we've already got a visitor. Righty, we're just coming out of winter into spring. And just when the peak is to get back to the centre. So, I'm going to go and have a look. Somewhere around here is the orientation, that's why. Right. Is our trade visitor. So this is my suit. Who, what's my suit offering? What can we buy? What can we sell? Well, I think it's pretty obvious I've got just so much cheese that I want to sell it all. Hopefully, yes, he has got enough money. That's something I am very, very concerned about, to be fair. I think we're producing far too much cheese, but that's something I really am concerned about, because usually when you get a lot of money, it attracts private armies, and they will wreck the place. I'm just saying, I still haven't recovered from a previous attack. I mean, yeah, we're kind of like running on fumes at the minute. So it's like I feel obliged to sell things off when I've got a lot of, especially things like the cheese, because it spoils quicker than the. I think it spoils quicker than the milk. So let's buy some of these then, just to try and get the costs down. How many have we got? Let's buy. Because they'll go to good use. I can't complain. I mean, they'll definitely get used something. Because I've noticed it's not just like some of the shops and buildings that produce things, even the coal mines actually use them. So they could be beneficial. Other things, no, not really. Let's leave that as is then. Speed this back up again. We'll wait for the next tradesperson to show up. So this is an area I'm now concerned about. Seriously? Was that a bear or a boar or a bull or a bear? Where are you? Where are you, rascal? There you are. Oh, that's interesting. Aha! Ha ha ha! That is extremely useful, because I used to get attacks from bears around here. And the problem was that hassled the people living here quite a lot, really. And I mean a lot. It would take a while before the cavalry would come down to save the day, so that's useful. I don't know why the goats are all in a huff. They're all causing mayhem. What's your problem? Why are you going rogue? Seriously, what's the problem? Why are you so concerned? Anyway, I think this one is Atka. Just slow this down again before everybody disappears. So, I could have done with buying pelts, but she wants to buy them from us. That's a pity. I've got a lot of. I mean. The only thing I can see worth buying is probably the metal ingots. That's something I still need to fix. Actually, that's a thought. Jeez Louise, we've got over 12,000 gold there. And over 10,000... We are... No, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to jinx it. I don't want trouble. I've had enough trouble. I mean, it took me a while to fix all this area here. And we're still waiting to get the population back up. I mean, we're not doing too bad, but that's just basically because, well, in terms of labourers, I should say. And that's just because quite a lot of the miners are doing other things now, because I've got limits as to, how much coal or how much iron, for instance, I want producing. There's just no point having just masses and masses of that. So, seriously? Now what we got? Now it's a ball. Okay. Oh! Before I do anything, I think I just bought some metal ingots, didn't I? Did I not just buy some metal ingots? Ah, right, so we don't have enough stone and we don't have enough metal. Right, let's go back to these two. Because if I get those towers upgraded, that'll be a lot better. So let's have a look. Yes, you had some stone, so let me buy some of that. I don't know why. Oh, let's buy quite a bit. If I could type. Oh, you've only got 28 stone, that's why. Oh, fudgesicles. Oh, right, it's only got 28 ingots. Right, okay. Buy some more. Tell you what, let's just release that back into the... Let's just release that back. There's no point keeping that when we're running on at a loss. So we've got a bit more. Has my suit got any? No. Yeah, I mean, we're running this big quarry down here. It's maxed out. No, I mean, to be fair, we did use a lot of stone. I mean, we've been building more roads. We've been building all of these walls. Speaking of which, I mean... Yeah, speaking of which, how is this place doing? Right, so they're still getting around to building that, because it's something I want to test out. The idea being that if I surround this with a wall, you can shoot out over the walls. Because I usually... at least they're barbarians, I'll give it that. Normally I get... My bigger concern is the private armies, but that's something that... Yeah, I haven't finished it, unfortunately. That was something I wanted to test out, because usually what happens is the barbarians will come in and they'll just wreck the place. They'll take the towers down a lot quicker. They seem to like to target them. So that's a problem. So they're coming from this area and down there. We'll see over... We'll have to wait a while. I haven't turned up quite yet. It depends on your viewing distance, I suppose. That's something else I still need to do, is go back out and have a look around. Because I'm pretty sure there's things still spring up at random. I don't know whether that's based on updates or something. I'm not 100% sure, I must admit, but it's just that I've sometimes had these ruins suddenly spring up, because originally you play the game and then there's all these resources get placed onto the map, and then once you use them up, that was it. They were supposed to be gone, but for some strange reason I noticed there was some new relics turning up out of nowhere, which I did not expect to see. Ooh, they're coming in with battering rams plus a catapult. Right, I'm going to have to try and catch them. It's a bit risky, because I don't have many troops, but I can't go... Why have we only got 7? The Lancer is... Yeah, so technically the Horseman would be better. So, but I think these are Lancers I've got, aren't they? Might be tempting to... Let's go and recruit another one. Let's get these out onto the playing field over here then. So that might actually be better than to get the lighter cavalry units. Well, that's interesting, that. Whoa, they're all over there. Well, it's not that. Hopefully I can catch up with them, because we're on horseback, so hopefully I can catch up with them and take them out quickly. Because they're going to come in and they're going to wreck that wall, which I don't appreciate. Oh, hold on, what's going on here? Who on earth is that? And where did they come from? Interesting. Never noticed that before. Because like if you look at what he's got compared to the others, he looks like he's like kind of like the boss. Curious and curious. Wait, let's slow this down a bit. Right, so which are you? You're team number 4. Go team 4. And when I say go, I mean like go pretty fast because you're gonna have to take that out. Right, well while they're doing that, where are the other rascals? So that's a bunch of foot soldiers. So where's team 4? Go team 4! Go, go, go! Take out catapult. Because if they take that wall out, we are in deep duty. Actually, not really, because there's not that many. Ooh. Just keep poking it with your big stick. Right. Go and attack that. Come on, out the way. Get yourselves out of the way, out of the firing line if you can. No, no, no. Ah, right, that's why. That one's a new one. If I double click on these. Oh, let's see. So they're infantry units, cavalry units. And get them down to here. And for some reason, they're not showing up as part of the group. Right, I want to try and save this one. Because it's got very low health. Right, go and attack that. So they've taken a big interest in them. Which gives me an incentive to get them over here if I can. Hopefully, actually, what stance have they got? Because you can change their stance to... So by default, they're on an offensive stance. You can go in a defensive stance, a hold position, or a rallying stance. Because once I take out the siege engines, I'm quite happy to put these back behind the walls. Right, so tell you what, in that case, retreat to barracks. So they're going to start just... Oh, hold on. Having said that, let me grab these, because I can use these. What's that? That's my... That's the tower. Right, okay. Right, these ones here have still got quite a bit of help. Ah, now they're army. Right, so they're not... Let's head them back over here. I mean, I don't know if the army could pull this up because I don't have that many of them. You know, I've got 12 of 24, which actually gives me... If I had more people, I'd have a bit more incentive to get more of them, but... Yeah, so yeah, some of these are kind of interested in taking on the cavalry. The only trouble is they're gonna... He's gonna wreck the place, or are they gonna head for the main building? Because usually the walls tend to hold. Right, so they're heading back. So that's something I need to do. That was it. See that that tower's gone down. We haven't finished that area yet. And they're just going to wreck this place. So This is part of the dilemma because there's 137 raiders. I haven't got anything close to that. I mean, I can send my troops out, but I don't think they'll last against these. Having said that, yeah, that's why I'm more interested on just letting them hit the walls, basically. They just don't usually just don't last that long against the walls. Once the health drops to a certain level, they'll be out. And the walls just tend to last. I mean, I can put more towers in to speed things up. What are you doing here? No, 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 no. Come back. Come back here. You're not cut out for the... It's interesting because they should be like heavy armor. Yeah, I would have thought they were like heavy armor. They would have lasted better against arrows, but... Right. And then turn... Oh, that's the wrong ones. That's why. These ones... Put them there. Right, I'm just going to go back to barracks then. Ooh, that sounded painful. So yeah, the walls tend to last, I mean, as far as I can tell, they should. I mean, 1600 in an individual block, that's a lot. So basically they've wrecked the storage. And they've wrecked the tower. I'm not going to rebuild the tower because I wanted it in here anyway, to be fair. Fences. Tab isn't here. Let's just forget about that. So yeah, so I'm just basically banking on the walls, keeping them out. Ooh, what were you doing all the way out there? You were supposed to have retreated to barracks. It was like, why are you not in barracks? Put that there. Right, if I move that, return to barracks. They're not going back to barracks for some strange reason. This is weird. Why are they not going back to barracks? They're not following the flag. This is bizarre. Right, let's see. Have you got anything interesting? Well, while our walls are getting panged on. No. Seems you've got nothing I can buy. I mean, I suppose we could buy some pottery. I think pottery interests people. How much is that going to set me back? There you go. It's taking forever and a day to... They're actually going to destroy the wall. I've just noticed they're actually going to destroy the wall. Yeah, they've destroyed the wall. Or the gate, I should say. Now, of course, all of these lot are coming in over. Oh, no. Right, tell you what. Whoa, retreat to barracks. That's not who I wanted. It was the... Where's the big boys? There they are. You come out to here. Yeah, it's just because of the way I've placed that. These are pikemen, so they're not really put out for that sort of thing. Oh, they broke through. I've just realised. They've actually broke through. Oh no, this is terrible. This is terrible. It's terrible with a capital terrible. Right, in which case, where's the archery crew? Here. Right, you lot go over there. You lot go here. And they're still... nope, I didn't want to do that. They're just sitting over there for some bizarre reason. I have no idea why. They're not doing anything. Defensive stats. Offensive stats. Go and stand over there. Go on, make yourself useful. What are they doing? I mean, I'm seriously puzzled because they would go back to base. Or barracks, I should say. Hang on, where are the troops gone? Who's that? Is that one of mine? That looks like one of mine. Oh dear. That's not good. Oh yeah. That sounded bad. Aha, so my ground troops are now starting to turn up. Ah, it's interesting. I got a bit. Oh, I got a bit there. Lazy there, thinking they would be held back by the wall. They didn't. There was that many of them. They broke through the wall. That'll teach me. It's now down at 960. Now, the $64 million question is... So there's retreat to barracks and there's return to barracks. So if I say return to barracks and return to barracks. Oh, hold on, what's going on here? Oh, they're fleeing. That's okay. So yeah, so they smashed through there, but by the time they actually broke through, it was too late. They'd already broken through there, so they started coming down there anyway. I was just casually ignoring them because I thought the turrets would take them out. Speaking of which, hang on a minute. Yeah, there's a turret there. There's a turret there that takes care of things. So you... Let's put somebody else in there. That would probably help. And you can all go back to doing whatever it is you not normally do. Right, so we've lost a cavalry unit. So that's unfortunate. So I'll go and get one of them. So we've still got 12 of those. Now I mean, their monthly cost is... See, I mean, at the moment we're just staying above our profit level. We're just making a profit. I don't know whether that's just taking into account of all the repairs and whatever we're having to do now. That's a possibility, because at the moment everything's well getting repaired and fixed. I think, oopsie. Speaking of repaired and fixed, is this lock done yet? Yes, it is. So that's now done. So that one should hold out. But I really want to get these upgraded. Just there we go. Right. Speaking of which, right. So if while we're paused, I'm going to tell it to upgrade these. So it's like an opportunity to tell it to go and upgrade all of them. We don't have the resources to do all of them, but I may as well get it started. I mean, as far as I'm aware, the buildings still operate. Hopefully we won't get another... see, look at that. It didn't take anything. So that was... So we lost 3 people. Had 5 buildings destroyed, but... Oh dear. Yeah, that'll teach me. So we'll wait for them to... Why have you got a strange looking wall like that? Why have you done that? That's not how you build a good wall. See, you start with a corner and you end with a corner. That is not a corner. Why have you built it like that? That's shoddy workmanship. What were they thinking? Speaking of shoddy workmanship, I'm reluctant to touch this place. It keeps, yeah. There's always the risk of things going horribly wrong. So that's something I think I was doing, wasn't it? I was trying to get go down in chunks of 3. That might help. So if I can at least keep the idea of a road going, I won't run into the same problem I did last time, which is where I stranded everybody at the top of the mountain. Because I've been trying to flatten this area. Unfortunately, while I was doing that, I ended up breaking the roads to such a point that nobody could get up and down them anymore. So I've got to be very careful now. I mean, this is all gone broke now, so it's like fudge sickles. Tell you what, we started there. We've got the weird points there. That might help. And there. But yeah, you've got to be ever so careful, because when you're doing the using this flattening tool, I was going to say terraforming, but it's not terraforming even in the slightest. It affects all of the cells around, not just the actual ones you're getting them to work on. So yeah, I've been finding you've got to be very, very careful, because I ended up just literally stranding those people. Nobody could get up to here, nobody could get off. And of course, you've got all of these labourers coming up to this area doing work. You've got people living up here doing work. It just couldn't get off the actual mountain. So it was really messing things up. It was like, I've had that before, where I've had like people just start dying, and it's like, what's going on? And it's like, oh, fudge sickles. I've got somebody stuck because of the flattening. Right, so we'll leave them to that, because at the moment what they're doing is they're going up the edge. The road's just not flat even by any stretch of the imagination. So I think what I'll see if I can get them to do is, if I can get this little side road put in as a temporary solution, it might help. So that when I work on this main area here, it doesn't affect them. That's 625. 625 seems to be the biggest block that I can ever work on. That goes 625. Right, I'm not going to touch that side. I'm going to make sure that they can get back up again. Well, I need to get up and down now. Go 625 again. But this is all I'm really doing at the moment until the next update comes out, which actually sounds quite interesting, because then you're going to be able to get to, I think they're introducing tier 5 buildings. Now that sounds quite interesting in itself. I think there's some discussion somewhere along the line of also being able to set up end an actual end game, so you can have a condition. You've got to achieve something to complete the game or something. Because at the moment it's just completely open-ended. There's no particular goal here other than to just keep surviving, I suppose. That could be quite interesting, that if you can just set yourself a limit, reach a certain population or reach a certain time period, or hold, well, maybe they'll come up with something like, you've got to hold up against a certain army or something. I mean, who knows? There's all sorts of interesting things you could actually come up with. Right, so now that that's done, how are we doing with this place over here? Have they finished? We're getting a lot. I mean, stone is at 66. I'm tempted, actually, now that I think about it, because I saw some stone. I think there's quite a lot of stone at the surface out here somewhere. Yeah, there's some there. There's a bit over there, so let's try and we don't want to clear it. Let's see what we can pick up there. Waste not, want not. Grab anything we can find, basic. I don't know if there's any predators out here, though. That's the trouble. Ooh, that's quite a lot of stone over there. Oh yeah, there's quite a lot here as well. Right, so where is this? Where on earth am I here? Oh, actually, that's quite nearby, actually. Well, that's not too bad, that. Yeah, so once they've done that gets that one done. So I was going to do an equivalent one here. I think if memory serves, I was having to flatten the area over here as well. So if we put that one maybe, say, here. Well, let's put it... Do a straight 5 by 5, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's a 5 by 5. So we'll get them to flatten that, and then I can put that one behind walls. Because even if it still gets taken down, it does mean it's going to last longer. That's at least it buys you time. That's what I'm trying to do. Now this place, this is still a pain. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if the trees have to respawn while you're actually playing the game. Maybe that's something I need to do. Maybe give myself a reminder so that the next time I play the game, the first thing I do is just get all of the trees chopped down, because I usually tend to find that these areas here, these trees, they just never grow. I mean, let's take that restriction out. Maybe that's what's causing me the problem. So it makes sense to only chop down mature trees. You're going to get more wood out of a fully grown tree. So I mean, like that one, you're going to get 2 logs. That one, you're going to get 5. It makes more sense to like bide your time and wait. But for whatever reason, they plant these trees and they just never seem to grow. I don't know what the time frame is. Maybe I've got the time frame wrong. Maybe they just take a lot longer than I expect to grow a tree. What's going on over here? It's a bear. See, that's a lot better, because before the whole area here was exposed. The only reason I've put it behind walls was just because of the raiders. They came along and they just completely trashed the place. I mean, completely. So we had to, I think there's only 1 or 2 buildings still survived, so I had to get them all rebuilt. So that should be better. And that the idea is that if this area gets attacked, because they came in, as far as I recall, they came in from down here, and they started heading up in this direction, obviously to head up to the main town. I caught sight of this, I'd assume, and then they just rampage through here. In the meantime, the battering ram carried on going with a small team. Some of the actual people then cut out and then came up here and started attacking up here. And then, I don't know what became of the battering ram. But that was the other problem, is they just completely trashed this place as well. I mean, I'm reluctant to put any walls in here at the minute until I've... Oh, what happened there? Interesting, I've never noticed that. So I'm just rotating the camera and you've got like a little hand. The mouse pointer changes to a little hand. How bizarre. Because that's the same if you hold down the middle mouse button. You can rotate the camera, but I always prefer that using the Q and the E key for me has always been a lot smoother. It just feels smooth. What isn't smoother is the fact that I've got this person now trapped on a mountainside. Oh, fudgesicles. This is bad. Oh, this is the very thing I was trying to avoid, wasn't it? Let's try if we go 2 out. That might be, maybe that'll be smoother. So if we go from that one, then it drops. Maybe that's better. 2, then it drops. Drops again, unfortunately. So 1 there, there. The $64 million question is whether they'll do anything or whether anybody else will come along. So, oh, that's handy. At least they're doing something. So they might be able to dig themselves out of this mess. This is the one thing you've got to be very careful of. You end up getting people stranded. I mean, I bet these would be like a hypothermia. It's old age, so because that's what was happening before. It was people were dying of hypothermia. It was because I was leaving them stuck on top of this place here. Right. Speaking of this place here, right? How we doing? Right. You still can't get down. Right. Okay. How's about? And I'm being optimistic. Are you going to dig that out? Yes, you are. Even if I can get them to dig themselves out. Because this is a bad time to be out and about. I mean, we're not right into the deep winter, but... Well, that looks a bit smoother. Right, oh, phew. Looks like they've been able to get off there. You've got to be very careful. Right, so everybody's coming up here now. Why? Why are you doing that? That wasn't... I've got a road. Use the road. Except it's too steep. Yeah, I'm asking them to use the road and then you look at the road and it's like... Yeah, that's not going to happen, is it? Right. Is anybody going to... If I can get them to fix that, that might be an alternative. Because now I've got this ridiculously large gap there that needs fixing. Because that's not... That needs to be... Well, I suppose you could argue... You've got to have a sloping point anyway to be fair. To have that. What about 2? Yeah, you've got to have a sloping line going down, like a roadway. It's got to slope down at some point anyway. But ideally not at the expense of that, because that is just horrendous. I've gone from bad to really bad now. Right, so there... Let's see, so that's gone all haywire again. Let's try these stripes and see... Yeah, we'll have a game of stripes for a change. See if this does anything. Because this is the trouble, I can't go beyond this number of cells, you know. And it's a big problem because it's a flattening tool, so it flattens based on the average height of the cells, I believe, within that work area. But this whole section is at different heights. It's like if I were to flatten this area from say here to here, it's going to have an impact over here. I just can't for the life of me figure out how to even the whole area out. It's just not enough cells basically in a single job. Right, just keep plugging away. Because I think that's what I've been doing over time, is I've been trying different strategies. Sometimes I do just like a really big block, and then sometimes I do it in stripes, and I don't know if it makes any difference. Right, just keep... In the grand scheme of things, it's giving them something to do, I suppose. And that's what they need. They need something to do. But I mean, that point there is a lot lower than that point there, say. See, that's looking... No, so you're not going in that direction, you're going in that direction. That looks too difficult. If we start maybe there. Let's try that. See if I can get them to do that. At least they can get up and down on this side. That's the key point. It's a bit of a pain, but it's something. Okay, now try. Oops. Well, let's take that work order out. I want 2 on that side, and then 2 on this side. I just get the impression that 2 might be better than 3. Except here, this is such a... Let's try that. See if they can get to there. I'll leave that in and see if they can get to that. Oh, it's School of the Butcher. Every time I hear that name, I just can't help but thinking of somebody who's like the head of the mafia of some sort, and like they just enjoy like the job of a butcher, like a normal butcher who just, you know, works in a butcher's shop. I don't know why. It's just that particular association I've got with that name, School of the Butcher. It's like a terrible person who seems quite nice, you know, like a nice friendly local butcher, but behind the scenes, like there's like terrible things going on because of them. Oh, jeez, Louise. I've got an inventor. Certainly a creative mind, if any. Right, yeah, we definitely needed the pelts. Well, that's interesting, because I bought over 100 tools quite a while ago and don't seem to have used them. Never mind. I mean, money-wise, we're now up to 550 ones. That's not bad. I'm assuming we're kind of like catching back up again because we're not doing lots and lots of repairs. Oh, hold on, I want to sell them, don't I? Although I haven't said that, let's just sell 100. Not 1,000, 100. May as well be doing something. Right, so there. Look, there's all the getting up and down there at least. Yeah. Nobody seems to complain if you overlap work orders, it seems. And right, let's try and just keep straight. I think I'll try. Let's try going in this direction. Try and stripe it from here. Yeah, it'd be a lot better if you could pick a bigger area, to be fair. Although, I haven't said that, if you could get terraforming points, like, it would be a lot easier. Because I've been playing ASUS for quite a while, and I'm quite liking that one. That's a very, very simple tool. It's got a similar sort of idea to what to do here, but it works, to put it bluntly. The idea is you basically draw out the work area, and it just, and that first block that you pick is basically the height that you're trying to achieve. So, you know, what they'll do is they'll then go and flatten the whole thing to that particular area. It doesn't necessarily work in one go. You might have to, you know, give it a few goes, but you'll get a very, very much better solution than what we're getting here. This is just seems kind of crude. It's like, I don't know. Let's go that way. And who we got now? It's Atka's back again. Hang on a minute. 29 animals born. We must have had. That must be a lot of. Hold on, tick. Why have we got holes here? Why have we got holes in the walls? Who's left hole? Good grief. Oh, that's why. Now I remember, because I was waiting for the. Ooh, there's a fruit tree in the way. Seriously? Right, I'm going to have to remember. Let's prioritise these. I'm going to have to remember to put the trees back in for the for these folks, otherwise they won't have enough trees to chop down. Well, enough trees to harvest, I should say, as the fruit trees. Right, okay. Yeah, I really wanted to buy them. Do with more of these, I must admit. That's something I still need to fix. We're not producing enough metal ingots, that's a big problem. Let's sell them. Seem to be doing okay for shoes, so that's something, I suppose. Just keep plugging away at that then. Just go as far as I can go. And from, say, there to there. I'm just getting a kind of like the impression that these stripes, if you just do them one at a time rather than just one big block, maybe it's just too complicated or something. You know, it's just, if you've got like a big block, I mean, I suppose it makes sense. There's going to be a lot of cells in there, all at different heights. Whereas by doing them in these stripes, it's just a pain. Because there's a lot of micromanagement to do this. But if you've got fewer cells to compute and work out what's the average height, I don't know, maybe that's the solution. Because I was doing that at some point, but as I say, it just seems to take forever and a day. That's a bit weird. Sometimes when you pick the last endpoint, it's very, very loud. Now that was quiet. That was quiet. And I wonder if it's to do with the actual ground that you're actually terminating on. You know, that because at the moment, well, no, because that's the same type, and then that was allowed completion. Yeah, we're back to loud again. Now it's quiet. There's no, I'm not recognizing a pattern here. It's very, very odd. That's bizarre. Out of curiosity, I want to find out what year it is. So who's that then? It is. I'm trying to remember. His name begins with L, doesn't it? Lethros. That's it. It's Lethros. We've got tons of soap. I mean, that's a plus. Yeah, let's sell the cheese off because we've just got too much of it. Oh, that's interesting. We don't have so many barrels. Huh. Curious and curiouser. Well, we're not doing too bad for logs. Is somebody going to chop these trees down at some point? Because otherwise we've got a big hole in the wall. I'm just saying. No, no. Hang on a minute. Pull forward. Did I not press the button or something? Right, call for wood. Curious and curiouser. Hang on a minute, what happened there? Why did you not chop that tree down? I mean, that's the... Oh, did I tell him to chop the wrong tree down? No. Why are they not chopping the trees down? In fact, why are you attacking the wall? They look more like they're attacking the wall than the tree. It's like, what are they doing? Crazy, crazy people. Right, a little striping session's carrying on. It doesn't seem to make any difference to me. I mean, that to me does not look the same height. That or that looks to be the highest point, and then it drops down. Tell you what, let's try them in blocks of 2 then. I think that was a block of 3, wasn't it? Obstacles. Yep. Camera's not going in the direction I was going in. Right, we go in there to there. And there. Yeah, we'll try blocks of 2 instead of 1. See if it makes any difference. Just, I mean, they get through. To be fair, they actually rattle through it. I mean, I suppose it makes sense because there's only a certain number of people that you can assign to a job. So if I break this down into like more jobs, essentially, in theory they'll get through it quicker. So that might be another incentive to do that. This like these stripes versus, you know, one big block. So you put the factory tool away. Right, who have we got today then? So this is Under Plains Rider. So there's things we can sell. I really wanted to buy metal ingots, but I'll buy more of these pelts. I always do with more pelts. Let's buy some of these quotes as well. Oh, that's the only ones you've got. I shall buy them all from you. I won't be needing any cheese. I think that's why the price is so low, is because, I mean, probably selling tons and tons of cheese on the market. Right, have they actually got round to... No, doesn't look as though anybody's been able to do that. It's too steep. I mean, that's not... It's not too bad, actually. So if I go back to... Oh, that's not good. That's kind of a pointless job, that. Just pause that. So there's a block of 2 there. We go down 1, then we hit 2 there. That's... Well, it's not too bad, but... Then we drop, then go 2 along. Well, that's not too bad, but that is where it's starting to really fall apart. Because maybe they can, even if they can do something about that little corner, they might at least pull that bit up. Corner? That cell. But if this is my, maybe that's the better strategy, is to have a, yeah, come on. Maybe that's the better strategy, is to have like a side road. It's not going to get impacted by the rest of the flattening that goes on, because it's just, if you do what I did, you end up getting everybody stuck, which doesn't help. Because I got used to like people dying of old age. It's like every now and again you get somebody, oh yeah, somebody dies and says, oh, it'll just be you know, dying of old age. No, they're dying of hypothermia. Basically, it's like I left them stranded on the mountain. Don't think they were impressed. They were just standing there. It's like, can't go anywhere. What are you going to do about it? Well, nothing, because I don't know what to do. So as long as they've got a way to get up and down, that's good for me. So I'll start tweaking here. I shouldn't be tweaking things when I'm at risk of causing problems, but I can't help it. Because the idea is that would be the main road. Then 2, down 1, down 2, 2, down 2. I have no idea why I'm doing it like this, but it seems like a good idea. Looks like nobody... Ooh, crikey, what's going on here? Right, nobody's touching that at all. Oh. Now somebody is touching that. Are you going to solve the problem? Are you going to be able to get this little section to come up? Ooh. Interesting, so they can get up and down now. Interesting. Yes, I think 2 either side is something I'm starting to like. Try and get it reasonably angled, should we say. Reasonably. But the trouble is, every time you suddenly alter one area, you then affect something else. That's the trouble. Out of curiosity, I wonder what happens if I just do one cell. Maybe that's something I should be thinking about, just doing one cell. Alright, just keep striping along here. Oh, I was doing 2, wasn't I? Not 1. Because if you look at that job there, you can have, there's 3 of possibly 5. 3 of possibly 5. So that actually makes a bit more sense, because you've got 5 people working on an area, no matter how many, you know, how many cells is in that area. We seem to be limited to 5 people. So that actually gives me more of an incentive to do it this way then. if I was, because before I was doing it in these big blocks, which I must admit it's not symmetrical either. It's very odd the way it decides what the maximum number of cells is, but it's doesn't seem to be a good idea. In theory it is, because I say, like, if you do something like ASUS, that works perfectly fine. I mean, like I say, it might take a couple of attempts to flatten an area, but it does get flattened, and it does it pretty well as well. If we do to it's not that far, because I'm a bit concerned if I break the edge, that's all. I mean, to be fair, as long as it can get up and down this side, then that's fine by me. Yeah, as long as it can get up and down through the side, then that's fine. Actually, I haven't said that now that we're into here now, aren't we? As long as I don't touch that section there. I mean, what I do need to do is I do need to be working on expanding that that village. Now that I think about it, because this place, it's got its own it's got its own fields over here, and it's got some goats now. Out of curiosity, there's almost 20 there. That's maxed out, so it's right. So I need more planks, but I mean, the reason I've done all that is that although we've got this marketplace and they're going out gathering things and bringing them back from the people, well, there's all sorts of items they need, and they're going to end up going all the way back to, you know, to places like here, where this is where all my manufacturing is. This is where, hold on, return to barracks. Yeah, this is where everything is getting made. So there's going to be things like the candles that they're going to be going all the way over there. So that probably explains why this thing's missing from here. I mean, they'll be travelling quite a distance. I don't know why they're having trouble. Ah, well, I suppose this... I need to expand this. I need to get more goats. Because you can get meat from them. You can get pelts, you can get tallow. So like this place, maybe it's only just got to 10. But we haven't got to the point where they're actually slaughtering the excess animals to get those. Over here, on the other hand, well, yeah, over 1,020 meat out of that one barn. That's a lot. But I'm just trying a bit of, you know, a bit of variation. But it probably makes sense, I think, to add more of these barns. What are we doing for root vegetables? Seem to be doing okay over there. But it's all the other, it's the variety they're after. We're not getting the... Looks like we don't have a smokehouse over here by the looks of it. And these have got... Yeah, they don't have any of those sort of things in, so... Yeah, it's just a rat catcher. So these are the sort of things I can probably do to improve the area. Make it a lot less of a hassle and more efficient, because, I mean, if somebody needs something, if they can't get it from the market, they're going to go wandering wherever it is they need to go to get it. And that's, and I mean, if they're like working in the mine, for example, over here, well, that's going to take a hit on the mine, because then they are not working in the mine. Oh, it's a temporary shelter. If these people are too busy going out gathering things, see, I mean, they're going out getting clothes from somewhere. Curious to see what other people are doing. I mean, at least they're working in the mine. They're all sheltering this. See, I mean, they're all sheltering their own individual houses. And, I mean, they're all the way over here. They're over here. they've gone all the way up to here to get some soap. I mean, soap. Curiosity. That comes under. So just come under resources. The soap. Well, whatever it comes under. I mean, the point is, like I'm saying, I mean, I'm getting people going all the way over to here, and if the market is having to do that, chances are even the people will as well. So maybe tempting to actually expand this out even more than I was thinking before, and start getting them to produce their own, some of their own resources. That is very tempting, especially considering, I'm pretty sure the soap, I mean, it would be useful if you could literally just filter these out and just say, like, you know, what is the soap shop, for example. There's the soap shop. So the soap shop takes firewood, tallow, and herbs. So I mean, these places, once they're up and running, will produce that. So I could have my own soap manufacturer down here, for instance. So it would make the whole place a lot more efficient, which I quite enjoy doing. But in the meantime, it's a case of still playing on with that. Trying to improve the defenses. I don't think have they actually done the walls yet? No, still I'm taking these trees down for some strange reason. Got me puzzled. It's back to. Tell you what, I'm gonna have to be very, very careful here. Oh, I haven't said that. What if we do it this way? Harvest resources. That. Oh no, it's not doing it. Harvest resources. Yeah, it won't let me. For some strange reason, it's not like that. It's just not culling that. Unless somebody keeps coming back out and planting it again, which isn't my intention. I mean, yeah, I mean, I can grow new plants, but I find, hold on. Let's take that out. We'll take that out. Maybe that'll solve my problem. I don't know. I'll just have to remember that. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe maybe somebody's chopping these down and then they're actually then going out and putting it back again. That could be the problem. Anywho, we managed to survive some barbarians, only just. But yeah, there's still an awful lot to do on this place here, and I've got some more ideas for down here, and then whatever I do down here, I end up probably will be doing over here as well. But of course, that's all for another episode.